Wow. So Russell Westbrook just got traded to the Houston Rockets. It's been one crazy year for the NBA. I mean, crazy offseason. So much player movement. It's probably the most movement in NBA history. So many different players move different teams. Change the balance of power. No more super team in Golden State, although I think they still want to be right there. They still got firepower to compete, but a lot of dynamic duels. But the first dynamic duel we want to talk about is the Houston Rockets with Russell Westbrook and James Harden linking back up together after 7 years apart. People don't think it's going to work, but I think it's going to work. I think it really is going to work, especially for the regular season. Playoffs, Tony still got to prove me wrong. But right now, in the regular season, they got a lot to prove with Westbrook and Harden. They're both healthy. They're gonna really gel in a matter that most people not even talking about. Now, I think the best way for them two to gel is to put Westbrook at the point guard and put James Harden on the off guard because Westbrook is um, he can't shoot as well as James Harden. So if James Harden is driving and drawing and kicking it out, like Westbrook's not a spot up shooter. He shot like less than 30% last year. He's not a great shooter. He should not be shooting so many threes. Now, if you put Westbrook at the point guard, now he's drive, kick it out. Now, James Harden could be a better spot. James Harden's a way better spot up shooter than Westbrook. Plus you got other players like Austin Rivers, you got Eric Gordon, all those other guys that can shoot as well. Secondly, Westbrook loves his stats. When Kevin Durant left, I had it in my head like he may get a triple double, and he went out and actually averages a fucking triple double, which was insane. Well, it was just insane at the time. Then he did it 3 years in a row. Now we did see some videos where it looks like he is padding his stats, or he goes and talks to players, and they like let Westbrook get the rebound, and they know it's going to make him happy. So what is going to make Westbrook happy playing with the Houston Rockets? Think about it. If he could break another record, what if he breaks John Stockton's record of 14.9 assists per game, something, or 14.6 a game, something around there? That would make the Brody happy for sure. If he go out there and he says he's selfish, says you can't play with others, and he goes out there and prove everybody wrong, and averages like 15 assists, 15, 16 assists, how crazy would that be? And look back when Nipsey Hussle passed. Rest in peace, Nipsey. This man went out there and got 20, 20, and 20. 20 points, 20 rebounds, 20 assists. He almost had half that shit at the half. Like he's that talented where he can set his mindset on something and say, I'm gonna go out and get these stats and go get it. Or go out and get 50 and go get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's that talented. If he wanted to get 60 points that night, I'm pretty in honor of Nipsey that way, he could have got 60 points. Like he's that talented, especially when he played on a team like Oklahoma City where it was his team and he could do whatever he want. The coach can't say anything. The player's not going to say anything. Now with the Rockets, it's going to be a little bit different. He's going to have to adjust, but I don't think anyone's going to blame Russ or give him any slack for saying he's out there getting assists and leading the league in assists. He's going to have a few 20 assist games this year, a minimum of 5. Like he's going to go out there and pass the ball, and we're going to get his buckets too. He's going to get his triple doubles. Don't get me wrong. But if he could lead that team in assists, then that can definitely like elevate his level of play, definitely make that team better and gel cohesively. Now, James Harden would have to like relinquish the ball some. He's not going to be as ball dominant as he was in the last few years, but they can also preserve James Harden for the playoffs. Because as we see, he either it's either the defense or he run out of gas when it comes to the playoffs because he hasn't been able to produce the same amount of high volume points and everything that he has in the regular season. One, the teams are better in the playoffs, and two, he just didn't step up. Second, but last year he did have a good season. He didn't play as bad in the playoffs as he did previous years. He played pretty solid last year. But the only caveat to that is that I think James Harden should take over in the fourth quarter. If you remember back when Oklahoma City beat San Antonio Spurs in the Western Conference Finals in 2012, they came back from down 2-0. The switch that Scott Brooks made was he put James Harden at the point around like the fourth quarter. Someone throughout the game, every time he came in, he pretty much played the point and ran this high pick and roll at the key with Kevin Durant, and Westbrook played off the ball. You know, that gave them a lot more options because they both of them on a pick and roll could shoot that mid range jump shot. So it was hard. Which one you want to pick off of? You're going to pick and double Kevin Durant. He's just going to kick it to James Harden, who can either shoot or he can drive, then kick it out to like a slash and Westbrook. And that's how they came back against the Spurs, and they came back and beat them 4 in a row and went to the finals. Now they didn't do so well in the they didn't do so well in the finals against the Heat, but that's because James Harden didn't play as well. Now, 7 years later, fast forward, James Harden, superstar, MVP, won second twice. It's going to take some adjustment, but because they're friends, because they know each other, I think it's going to work. And what, telling you, Westbrook going to shock the world. Shit, he going to lead. I think he's going to lead the league. He's going to lead the league in assists for sure, and he may even break that record.